Hello, welcome to the chat. Big up to everyone who's tuned in. I'm excited to get this underway. A lot of early comments, which I love to see. Glimpse, Alec Johnson, MCFR, all tuning in right away. Sorry for the long wait, guys. The graphic was being such a pain. It's not even funny. But big up to everyone who's tuned in. I'll read out your comments now. Can't get Anfield away off my mind. Lol, we have won there just one time in 18 years with no fans. And it's a must win. It's going to be massive. Imagine the feeling if we win at Anfield. It's going to be electric. Full focus on this first though. Absolutely. Lose and it's very difficult to catch up. Erling Haaland, I'm expecting a reaction. Yeah, a lot to take in there, MCFR, but you are right with basically everything he said. Hello, all, says Alec. Goal difference is important. It is, because it can come down to that, but if we win every game from now until the end of the season, then it won't be, because, well, we'll beat Liverpool by like a point or something. Hi, it's a weird one tomorrow, because Prem and Championship and Champions League games at the same time. Can't see MCFR, says Alec Johnson. I don't know why you can't, but MCFR will probably get his MCFCG account or whatever his other MCFR account is called, and you'll probably get that in here. By the way, guys, feel free to look at the vid that was uploaded yesterday. About where will Mbappe go. Just a little video, just to keep you entertained a little bit. You can watch it whenever because it's that kind of video, you know. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you've watched it, thank you a lot. I'm at City tomorrow working. I expect City to spank Brentford. Haaland should be ready. He has had family loss. He will be on fire. Who's ref tomorrow? I'll sort that out. I have been thinking Man City will win the league, but recently I've been edging Liverpool to TBH. Liverpool are looking very good. It's going to be close, I'll say that. There'll be no more than 3 points being the gap, and that's me like really pushing it, if I'm being honest. Oh man, the green screen's playing with my face and now my hands. We had it normal for a moment. I think it might be the lighting on this TV. We do that, maybe. No, absolutely no difference. I'll just go to the webcam settings now and try to fix that. But nonetheless, let's get focused on this game because it is extremely important that we beat Brentford. Just because it's at the Etihad doesn't mean this is going to be a walk in the park. We learned that with Chelsea, didn't we? Shame to lose that winning run, but at least we're still in top 3 and not really in jeopardy at the moment. The story remains the same. Win every game, we win the league. But going into predicted 11, I go with Edison. He was my man of the match versus Chelsea. I thought he made so many saves and really, really good saves. And in terms of the whole performance, you could probably say Disassi was pretty good for Chelsea. I'm pretty sure he did get man of the match. But yeah, Haaland looking awful. Haaland looked awful. Yeah, his game wasn't great, but, I suspect he'll bounce back. I think that's the kind of player he is. Hi, Ali Lolo, welcome to the chat. Big up to you. Thank you for tuning in. Going on to Kyle Walker. I think performances have been better from this lad recently. I saw a lot of people giving him a pop because of the Raheem Sterling goal. Should he do better? Yes. But, we shouldn't just nail Kyle Walker because of it, Because throughout the rest of the game, I thought he was fine. We missed Grealish and Stones. We did. I don't know why we didn't play Stones. Maybe it's just because, don't want to risk him too much because of injury. But I would have played Stones if I was Pep, but who am I to say that, Jackson he looks like a threat, but they took him off, and that really nullified them, in my opinion. You know, I think they should have kept him on. Going on to any comments I missed, actually. Ref tomorrow. I said I'd sort that, and I will. Man City versus Brentford ref. Darren England. I'll find out his games now. Darren England. Going on to Ruben Diaz though. Again, a lot of City fans I think just need to calm down a bit. You know, I saw a lot of people giving him the pop recently because of his performances this season. Because let's be honest, he hasn't been as good as we've known him to be. Grealish brings stability in our team, in my opinion. I've gained 30 subs in the last 5 days. Nice. That's good stuff. I tend to get a few every few days, so that's really good. I really like Grealish in this team. I think he's so underrated, man. He was better last season, but I think that he's not doing bad this season. I just think he's going a bit more unnoticed because Doku has been in the team a bit more recently. Remember, his second start of the year was against Copenhagen. We dropped points from Potts Tactics, but I'm still happy with the point. How can we play Brentford so soon? Oh, because I take it you're wondering because we played them recently already. It's because this game was meant to be happening before the new year, but it got delayed because of City's Club World Cup, and so it's been pushed to here. So there you go. Hard match next for Hull. Glimpse told me about it. Southampton away. Doku's still raw. He needs time. He's 21. Give him time. I'm going to get on to Doku. I've only put him in this team, by the way, because I'm not sure on Grealish's situation. If I knew Grealish was 100% fit, then he comes into this team. KDB looked burnt out. I hope he's had a good rest. At the same time, though, he looked like the only guy who was really doing something. Did you see my messages at the start? What do you think? Yes, I did. About beating Liverpool first time in 18 years. Worst KDB performance? I don't even think he was bad. I actually don't think he was bad. He served Haaland up a sitter. He had involvement on Phil Foden, who also gave Haaland a sitter, you know. I think people are looking at this performance against Chelsea a little too harshly. I'll talk about it. Got a massive guest you all know and love on my channel who's never been on before. On Saturday. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna be that's a very interesting one. I'm excited for that to get scheduled so I can have a look. Hey, Foden on wings is better in the middle. I'm not gonna lie, that was an error, but I am gonna get onto that because it's interesting. But I would put Foden in midfield. This is just what I kind of think is gonna happen. I hope he does play in midfield though. Your Philogene goal has 14k views now. Yeah, I know. I saw incredible stuff, lad. Keep that up. Going on to John Stones. I don't know why I didn't play against Chelsea. Maybe don't risk injury and all that. But if that's the case, then that's fine, you know. But bring him back because he's brilliant and we're going to need him because I think whenever he's played, he's looked really good. He's had a couple of off games, but so it's the whole defence. I'll send you a photo, maybe. Show it to the screen when you're... I'll send you a photo. Show it to the screen when you're done with the predicted 11. Up to you. Yeah, if you send me a picture, depending on the picture, I will show it to this screen, I guess. In terms of Darren England, by the way, in his record, last game he did was February 10th, 2024. In terms of the Premier League, by the way, February 10th, 2024, and it was Fulham vs Bournemouth, which ended 3-1 Fulham. No free cards were given that game, no reds. I'm trying to see if he's had any controversial games. Not that I can see. He's had more Championship games than he has Premier League games, I'd like to mention. Its predictions: Manchester City finishing 91, Liverpool 81, and Arsenal 80. Ooh, that's interesting, that. What's everyone's prediction for Everton Palace today, especially with Roy Hodgson being sacked? I mean, you know what they say, new manager bounce can have a really good impact. We saw it last season with Everton when Sean Dyche came in. They went on to beat, what was their name? Arsenal. How have I forgotten that? But yeah, it's interesting. Who do I think will win? 2-1 Everton. 2-1 Everton. Roy needs to retire. He is getting on a bit. He is. He did a good job last season and keeping Palace alive, but you know, that's all he needed to do. Good job. How long do you reckon Moyes... No, it's not Moyes Keane. West Ham manager. David Moyes. There you go. How long do you reckon he's got left? Because, you know, he started the season off really well, but it's dipped a bit, hasn't it? Do you reckon he's living off Europe at the moment? You know, see how he does in Europa League? 3 losses more times, and he's gone. Not won since 28th of December. True. But new manager, you know, it can have a good impact on, well, how you do. Okay. I've seen your image MCFR. I'll work on getting that on screen now. Thank you. But anyway, back onto this. Nathan Ake. Look, I'm surprised I haven't seen more people pointing it out. I don't believe he had the greatest game of all time against Chelsea. You know, I think there's been a little dip in form since that Spurs win. But other than that, I hope he does a great job from here and now till the end of the season. I really do. And I'm still going to back him because, of course, Vardio's out. Got to play him, don't we? Apparently, if Moyes loses next game, he is sacked, according to West Ham fan sources. Looking forward to Friday, you know what I mean. Thanks, you don't have to if you don't want to, that's fine, sorry. Hull play 12:30 versus West Brom on Saturday, Sky Sports main event, gonna be a big game. Alvarez better not start in midfield again. Man, Alvarez, man. Such a shame because he started the season off so well in that midfield. I just don't know what's fallen off for him. You know, but if he does start, then I'll back him all the way, of course. Phil Foden midfield, please. I don't know. Even with Bernardo coming, I don't think he's useless on the wing. Walker out. Who? Diaz out. Oh my lord. Who are you putting in? Akanji and Rico. That is risky, man. Rodri, CDM, again, how long am I going to spend on this? Best CDM in the world. Big game player, quite literally, always scoring games, and big goals in big games. You know, there's no other CDM I'd want. I'd use Alvarez and Doku as subs. Again, I've only got Doku in this 11 because I don't know what Grealish's fitness situation is like. I know apparently it's not too bad from what I've read. Team should be Akanji, Stones, Ake, Rico, Rodri, KDB, Bernardo, Haaland, Grealish. If Grealish is fit, by the way, okay? Get him where Doku is. Grealish injured. Yeah, if he is fit, then get him there. Bob then. What about Oscar, Bob or Doku? Again, this is kind of what I think is going to happen, and I wanted Bob to start against Chelsea. He didn't, and I think he'll probably start. I think he'll stick with Doku. Doku must not start. Interesting. I would love to see Doku. I'd love to see Bob. I'd love to see. I like Oscar Bob. He's not gelled with the team yet for this title run. True. He is struggling, but you know, fella's 21. Let's not put too much slack on his name. Well, I'll jump onto Phil Foden, okay? As you can see, I put him on the wing. Now then, I've already seen comments on that, you know. But on Foden on the wing, I think it's going to be they're going to be interchanging a lot. I think he's going to spend a lot of time in midfield, but I think he's going to drift out wide a lot as well. So, you can put them either way because I think they're going to do the same stuff, Bernardo and Foden, in terms of swapping areas and going on that wing, going through midfield. Akanji's so underrated, saving Diaz back all season whilst in midfield too. Akanji is one of the best signings in the last 5 years. So underrated. He is brilliant. For 17, 18 million, that is just called bang for your buck, isn't it? Getting that kind of player for that kind of money is just brilliant. Do you believe you can win the league? Of course I do. What kind of question is that? Of course I do. I'll always back City. Now until the end, because, well, I've got no one else I'd rather back. But that kind of covers my Bernardo area, to be honest. And Foden, you know, because I think they're going to be swapping around. I think you're going to see Foden in midfield. I think you're going to see him on the wing. I think you're going to see Bernardo in midfield. I think you're going to see Bernardo on the wing. KDB. If you lose to Brentford, which I don't think you will, do you think you still win the league? It's not on TV, right? What, Liverpool versus City? I'm not sure. City won titles with no strikers. True. No glimpse. It's well in Liverpool's hands. Nah, it's not. It's not in Liverpool's hands. If we win every game, then because we have a chance. Because if we win every single game, then we've won the league. I'd say it's in our hands, if anything. No, I meant if we lose to Brentford. Oh, okay, my bad. Like he said. Okay, my bad. Yeah, I see the comment now. If you lose to Brentford, do I think we still win the league? Again, I'll always say that, yeah, we can. Even if the odds are stacked against us. Don't forget the 2012 season, the Aguero season. We were 8 points behind United with 8 games left to go. Something like that. Don't take my word for it. But it was that kind of impossible gap to make up, and we did it. So, if anyone's going to do it, I think it does. Title isn't in City's hand, it's in Liverpool's. If you win your game in hand, it's Liverpool's still 1 point ahead. That's true, but City will be looking at it like, if we win every game we have left, we've won the league. That's how we should be looking at it. It's in our hands, in my opinion. Even though they are going to be ahead on points, even if we win our game in hand, I say it's still in our hands because we've gone on these winning runs before, we're known for it, and we can very well do it again. United will take points off Liverpool and Arsenal, I hope. If Liverpool draw or lose their next game, we have big hopes. Liverpool can't drop points, really. United will do us 2 favours at Old Trafford, I hope they do. Now then, going on to, by the way, whoever's, I'm not saying it's any of us, by the way, but, man, people actually need to leave, I understand the criticisms on Doku for his performance against Chelsea. I know it wasn't up to par. I don't think it's actually terrible, though, if you want the truth. I thought he looked a threat. But people getting in his DMs, you know, I imagine people weren't saying some very nice stuff either. You know, that's where, you gotta draw the line. Luton will beat Liverpool at Anfield because Luton are massive, absolutely. 6-0 Liverpool, in my opinion. It's going to be tough. But Haaland up top. A lot of worry around Haaland after his last game, you know, missing all those chances. He had 9 shots, 2 on target, the rest either blocked or missed. GD is massive, yeah, it is, man. We need it, man. Nah, not 6-0 to Luton. They're a solid side. I think Chelsea, all he did is dribble and crosses weren't great. But other than versus Chelsea, it was great. At Anfield, it'll be 6-0. Oh, interesting. We got debates in the chat, but Haaland, a lot of pressure around him because of his Chelsea performance. But guys, this is a hiccup on the road. It's a trip. You know, he's tripped up and he's going to get back up because that's the kind of mentality monster he is. Okay, this is getting looked at because it was against Chelsea. It's one of the biggest games of the season, and we didn't win the game. But I think Haaland will be right back at it against Brentford like nothing happened, because that's what he is. But there you go. That's what I predicted 11. If he doesn't score, bench him first half. It's Brentford, Bournemouth, and bring him on to test his mentality. I don't know if I go that far. I understand. Do you think Ivan Toney, of course, he troubles again on there? I think he very well can because he's a great player. Liverpool got injuries. They do have injuries, yeah. Alisson, he's injured. Trent's injured. They do have a few injuries, although they might all be back by the time the City game comes around, so they ain't really going to affect us, but hopefully they affect... Yes, Salah not back yet. No, Salah's back. He scored in the last game. He came off the bench and scored. Yeah, Robertson's back. I know Joss has just gotten injured, and Curtis Jones. It's going to be interesting, though. What? Says Ali. I know, lad. Salah is back. He is back indeed. Remember when Spurs won the league in August, September? That was class from them to win it. Yeah, brilliant stuff, Glimpse. Why are you back, Mo? Yeah, I know. How disgraceful of him. Coming back from injury. Can't believe it. But that's my predicted 11. You know, I hope you agree with some of my points. You know, if Doku... I think we still need to put trust in some of these players. Mount worth signing is up there, but Timothy's been injured. Arsenal peaked at wrong time, but maybe they're just gonna fly from it. You know, it's hard to tell. But guys, I'm gonna put MCFR's image on screen now. Hopefully you guys get a good look at that. It might be a bit blurry, that's my bad. Boom. There you go, that is MCFR's predictions for the last remaining games of the season, however many that is. I haven't counted. But, you know, it's going to be very, very difficult. Needed to peak in tricky fixture run. Never write City off, says Alec Johnson. Agreed that. You can't write us off because we just won 3 in a row. It's literally, you literally can't write us off. Arsenal are looking the most dangerous team at the moment, but I don't think they'll win the league. They are looking extremely good. It's going to be interesting to see how long they can keep it up for and whether they can go all the way. Oh yeah, I've seen it on Insta. It's solid, but think you was a little harsh on Arsenal. I'm gonna have a proper look here on whether I think he's been harsh or not. Newcastle at home, yeah, I think that could be tricky. Are they playing? No, they're playing Newcastle at their ground. I think that could be tricky, but yeah, I think they can get the win there. Sheffield United, they could do that with their eyes closed. Brentford, I think they could beat. Chelsea at home. Chelsea seemed to. I saw some fellas say this on the TV. Chelsea actually seemed to perform in the big games. I say that though they lost 4-2 to Liverpool, but you know they did almost get the 3 points against Arsenal at Stamford Bridge. It's going to be more difficult at the Emirates, obviously. Then City versus City at the Etihad. You'd hope we win that. Anything can happen. Season is long. Spot on. Let's have a look here. I think Arsenal will beat Villa, and I think they'll beat Spurs. No, and I think they'll beat Wolves. Personally, I think they've definitely got that. Although Wolves could cause them trouble. Mudryk deserves to start more. Bro, from what I've seen of Mudryk, he's not. Villa at home. Shock result, sort of. Was very good at home versus big teams. Yeah, that is true. They do decent. I know they lost to Liverpool, but I remember watching that. I remember thinking that they actually put up a good fight. Gary O'Neill's a very good coach as well. I think you could see a bigger move in the future for him. I really rate him. It's interesting, really interesting title run. But guys, I want to save this chat for another day because it's a really good one to have. Big up to everyone who tuned in. It really is a big conversation to have in the future. Thank you all for tuning in. I do appreciate all the support. Feel free to watch my watch along tomorrow. That'll go live at 7. Hopefully, I will see you all there. Maybe we do it on Friday. Amazing stream. Friday, yeah, we could do it then. But we'll see. Big ups to everyone who tuned in. See you soon. Bye.